Hey Cheryl, so this is just reaching out obviously based on your question about cold showers and the type of breathing that you should do. And this is also for anybody else that is doing the cold shower challenge that's in the group or taking cold showers. If you're just getting started or you find it tough in the cold showers and you're trying to work on getting your time, it's not necessarily that you always go to the coldest point. It's about finding the temperature that triggers your sympathetic nervous system response or your fight or flight. And you can work it down because some people have comorbidities, some health conditions, Raynaud's, that can cause some pain or discomfort from stepping into like cold. And even though we are now stepping into spring and the summer season, the temperature will start to rise. So we always teach at CryoShower Ice Life Wellness, what we teach is it's about finding your temperature and about finding your rhythm. So we always like try and say start at 30 seconds. And you might not be able to do 30 seconds. You might only be able to do 5, 10, 15 seconds on the first instance, but it's not then about stopping. It's about bringing yourself out of the flow of the cold, and it's about using your breath to regulate your nervous system, so going from the sympathetic down into the parasympathetic, the rest and digest. So you can do that with either a box type breathing, so 4 in, so pause, 4, out 4, pause 4, in 4. And you repeat that cycle, and you might need to do that 3 or 5 times. Or when you're in the water, what's the best one? So it's you get in to the water and you become reactive. That's the fight or flight. So what you can do is the 4-7-8 breath, which is nice, slow and steady. So it's in for 4, pause for 7, and then a really slow release. What's happening there is the pause from when you're in the cold. So we use this breath more when you are getting into the tubs and people are trying to get out. So taking control of the in breath, because when you get in, you're like, so it's trying to stop that hyperventilation. So your first job is to capture the pause, right? What the pause allows you to do is the pause allows you to take back control of the autonomic system, right? And so by that pause, so your first job is control the breathing. So slow in, pause, that's the control, that's you taking back control. The slow release is the regulation, is you going from sympathetic down into parasympathetic. That's then what puts you into that Zen-like state where you're able to meditate, where you're able to use the cold as a form of meditation. For myself that had a life-changing injury, I used the cold to manage my pain and get off all the meds. So it's there. And Cheryl, for you, where you say that you're getting sick, that might actually have something to do with a belief system where you're like, oh, every time I've got into the cold, I end up sick, and then you find yourself ending up sick. Which is perfect right now for the RCA. The other things is when you get out, are you putting a towel? Are you drying yourself instantly? What you should never ever do, and this is for everybody, is when you're getting out of the cold, never ever put warm clothes on, because what you end up doing is you end up warming the outer layer of the body. Then what happens? The body thinks it's overheating. So the body inside starts to cool down. Then what happens? We go into like a shock state and shivering. So what you need to do is about moving. If you've ever seen Wim Hof, he does the horse stand. What that is, he's moving the body, heart's pumping, right? The breath. If you imagine steaming up a mirror, what you're doing is you're creating heat in the body. The movement is moving the blood. Yeah, that's creating heat in the body, creating heat in the blood, which then is moving around your body because the heart is pumping. So it's about spending 1-2 minutes of just moving the body, but more so is just, and literally what you can do is you can just stand in the shower and just like a side sort of like jump. That will keep you moving. After just a couple of minutes, but you will feel the body heat up, which is then you're heating your core, okay? And then you can put the clothes on. But the sickness also could have come from that you're getting dressed too quickly, and you ignite a shivering exercise, which then can cause some sickness, sinuses problem. But anyway, much love, everyone. Keep stepping into the cold.